there, fellow chalkin' friends, and happy Sunday night. I am Macon Maria, your independent Chalk Couture designer, and we are having a little Sunday fun in the old chalkin' department. I am going to make a pretty simple, pretty quick little sign, and I am doing a little bit of craft room purging. Can you tell that I'm trying a new angle? Hey Lisa, I'm trying a new angle with you guys. You guys are really far away and up high. Because I'm trying to make it so you can see what I'm doing. Because this is a big board. So I'm sorry, I feel like I'm like a giraffe today. But I'm trying to make this work a little easier. So you guys are really, really far away and up high. So I'm actually having a hard time. So I'm going to try to bring up the comments on my phone so that I can stay with you guys as necessary. There we go. So, I'm actually going to get rid of the volume. Sorry. That's not what I wanted to do. Don't you love it when I push the wrong buttons while you guys are watching me? There we go. So, we're going to make a really quick little project, and I am purging. I am on the mission of all of the surfaces in my craft room that I have had for way too long need to go. So if I'm looking at this, you guys can see me better. You can see my table better than you used to be. Well, kind of. Maybe this doesn't actually help. Hey, Carol, we've missed you, Carol. Where have you been? Hope you're okay. I was actually going to message you, Carol. I'm like, oh, Carol, where you been? We haven't seen you in a couple days. Not that you're not allowed to have a life besides watching me, but I was a little worried about you, Carol. All right, so I think you can see me a little bit better. I hope you can. But this, so anyway, back to my purging. I'm purging my surfaces. So this is going to be I have all these like one-off surfaces that I bought thinking, oh, that'd be really cool to make, and then have never made them. And I'm trying to clean out my craft room, like many of you, wink wink, nod nod, are trying to do as well. So I decided that I should, play along with you guys that are trying to clean out your craft room, and I'm going to do mine a little bit too. I had pretty much done a major clean out back in July, but I have acquired some one-off surfaces thinking that they would be really cool, and I'm sitting here with them still. So welcome everybody. So let's get started. Today is a quick, easy little project. We are doing Give Us This Day, Our Daily Bread. And originally, when I posted the picture, I was just going to do the whole thing in fawn. I have this palette board. I'm a little worried about the palette board because the boards, there's a pretty decent space between them. And when you have that, sometimes the chalk gets in them. So we'll see how that goes. And this is one of those boards I talk about all the time that can be death to your transfer because it's so fibrous, and I'm really hoping it does not hurt my transfer. So I really waxed the heck out of it, hoping. I even sanded it. So this is one of those that's been sitting in the corner because I was worried about the surface, and finally I decided, you know what, it is time to shake the dust off of these things and get them out of here. So welcome everybody. I can kind of see that you're all kind of joining along. So Teresa and Sherry and Carol. Ooh, and Christina is here. Debbie's here. Terry's here. Holy cow, you're all here. Welcome, gang. So this is a big transfer. This is a C-size transfer. So it's 12.5 by 18. Frozen, 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 I'm frozen. Oh, I'm back. Hello. Oh, I didn't take my usual drink while we're frozen. It's usually my little intermission. Sorry. Okay, so let's get to chalking, ladies. What are we doing with all this chalking? This is actually going to be a pretty fast project. But I have this really pretty stained brown board, and I was thinking fawn. All along I was thinking just fawn, one solid color, quick, easy, bring the big boy out and just be done. But know, the more I think about it, the more I think, well, maybe fawn and white. You know, staying very monochromatic, or, yeah, monochromatic would be the word, right? Monotone, maybe. Very mute. No bright colors or my usual, you know, staying with my. So I'm taking my transfer off of the backer, and I'm putting it on my towel to fuzz it. So what I'm doing when I fuzz is the Chalk Couture transfers are silkscreen transfers. So they are adhesive on the back, they're sticky, and they have a silkscreen in them. But when they are brand new, like this one is, they're super sticky. So what you do is it's called fuzzing. And all you're really doing is taking it, you're putting it on a towel, and you're picking up the lint from the towel. And it just makes it not as sticky as it would be if you didn't do that. It doesn't hurt the transfer to get the fuzz on the back of them, because when I wash it, I gently rub them on the back, and the fuzz just comes all right off in the water. Most of it. Not all of it, but most of it comes out. So, for example, when I'm putting this transfer on this very fibrous board. It's not an expensive board. You see these boards all over the place. You got to be really careful when you're looking at them. You want to run your hand on them and see how fibrous are they. I sanded, I waxed, but because my transfer is new and it's super sticky, when I pull the transfer off, the little tiny fibers of the wood sometimes can come off in your transfer. And then you can't get those out. It's like glitter. There's a couple things that if you get it on your transfer, it's just not coming out. And the fibers of the wood is one of those. So I tend not to use these boards. I prefer the Chalk Couture boards because they don't have this problem. But sometimes you got to clean out your craft room. And sometimes there's just that, oh my gosh, that is an absolutely gorgeous board and I need that board, right? So you go for it and you hope you don't ruin your transfer. So what you do is you fuzz. So I took this transfer, stuck it to the towel. It's very stuck to the towel because, again, this is a new transfer. I pull from the middle. I do not pull from the corners because I do not want to stretch my silk screens because it is fabric. Okay? Again, this is a big transfer, so you got to be careful with it. So Christina, it's going to work, Christina. It's just a matter of how much damage does it do to my transfer. I'm still a little sticky. Well, and you're always going to be a little sticky, but I'm still a little more sticky than I would like to be. So I'm just going to add a little more fuzz, just to really try to prevent that fiber. Okay, so I think we're good. So I lay my transfer down. So I was thinking fawn. Can you see? I was thinking just solid fawn. But then I was thinking, because basically what this transfer is it's the words of the transfer, and then this is wheat. So I was thinking, well, what if we did the words and the leaves in one color, and then we just did the tips of the wheat in maybe white or storm. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Hey Sherry, welcome to the party. If you would like to say hi to me, I would love to say hi to you. Those of you that are watching me that I do not know, I would love to know who you are. If you are watching the replay, because many of you, most of you actually watch the replay, you know you're watching the replay because you don't have that little red rectangle in the corner that says live. If it says live, you've got me in full living Technicolor. So this board's going to be interesting because as I'm smoothing out my silk screen onto the board, I can see those gaps in the slants of wood. So I'm going to end up with chalk in those slants. I'm pretty confident. Hey Cheryl! Welcome to the party! Sunday night chalking. So I think it would be gorgeous all in one color. What do you use to wash the transfer at the end? Christina? And actually tonight, because you're up so high, I might actually be able to show you. I put my transfers in a water bath that's right next to me. It's just a big old tub of water. In fact, there's some in here because I was working on some stuff before we went live. And I'll show you on these ones what I do. I just take the transfers out of the water. While they're in the water, you can't see. Okay, we'll show you later. We'll get this project done. But basically, it's just water. You put them in water, you wash them off, you rub them gently on the back to get the, well, you're rubbing both sides really, to get the chalk off and to get the lint off. And then sometimes, depending on how many times I've used the transfer, I hit them with my disinfectant wipe because that brings back the stick. If they're new, you don't have to do that. It's just when they're starting to lose their stick. So sometimes you can just wash them with water. You don't necessarily have to do the disinfectant wipe. So I'm thinking fawn, just one color, would be pretty. But do we really want to do just one color? Because that's going to take us 2 seconds. We're going to be done. Not that you guys would mind, right? I heard the Oscars are on. You might want to get back to the Oscars instead of watching Maria. So maybe fawn and white. Fawn and dirty linen. Or fresh linen. Not dirty linen. It's not dirty linen. Yeah, Christina, washing the transfers really is easy peasy. It takes no time at all. Oh, goodness, ladies. Cheryl! Cheryl! So, I think we're just going to go fawn. We'll just go easy. You know, it's Sunday night. We should start the week out with an easy little project. So I'm opening up my fawn, and I'm stirring it. Okay? And my fawn needs a drink. So I'm just going to put a little bit of water in him. So all you do when your chalks are a little dry is you just spritz them with a water, and stir it back up. And you get this sour cream yogurt consistency is what you're going for. So because my transfer is reusable, that's why I want to take really good care of them. Because the better care I take of them, the more I can use them. Hey, Sandy. Sandy says use one color. Cheryl says I was going to say use 2 colors, but one would be pretty too. Okay, I need one more vote. So I'm really only looking to do just these little wheat guys, the little dots for the wheat, in a different color. Otherwise, everything else would be the same color. Or I could do the words in one color, the leaves in the other color, and just the little dots in the same as the words. Those are kind of my 2 options. So I need one more vote, ladies, if you wouldn't mind voting. Okay, so all I do is I stir up my chalk, and I get it to the right consistency. Hey, Aunt Josephine! Welcome from California. We are having crazy weather. Oh my gosh, the wind is so strong here. Like 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's really crazy. Hey, Mandy. Oh, Mandy says 2 colors. All right, so we got 2 votes for 2 colors. So the 2 colors are going to be very close to each other. They are, so it might even be hard to see that I did 2 colors. Christina says 2 colors too. All right, so now the question is which 2 colors and where do we put them? See, you guys think this is easy. All right, so we're going to do the words in one, and I'm just going over each letter. Because of those slats in the board, I'm a little nervous about getting the chalk in, so I'm really kind of just, I'm pushing this down probably more than I want to because of the fibers on the wood. I would not probably want to do this that much. Okay, I think we're going to do Give Us This Day Our Daily Bread in fawn. We're going to do words one color and, ooh, the whole wheat. So the wheat has like these little dots for like the wheat part and then the leaves. See? Let me see if we can get it to focus on that. So I was thinking the little dot parts of the wheat would be one color and then the leaves of the wheat would be a different color. I don't know how well you guys can see that. The little dot part. I don't know. I'm not this indecisive, I promise. I should get more decisive. All right, so we're going, well, we know for sure I'm doing the words in this color. So let's start with the words, okay? So all I do is I put my paste down, and then I'm going to pull out this really big squeegee next to me, called the big boy, and I'm going to squeegee him. Now I need to remember the parts that I don't want to squeegee, so that I don't suddenly get dots like fun like the words. Okay, so when you squeegee up and down, okay? Now this particular transfer is one of the brand new transfers that we just got in the new catalog. It's a super pretty transfer, and it's a C size transfer, so it is 18 by 12 by 18, however you want to say it, and I do not have enough paste on this board, and I'm going to go to a smaller squeegee. So these transfers, this size I believe is $24.99. So I'm just going to go to the regular everyday small squeegee and try to get this guy a little faster so I don't dry. So the only issue with chalk is you have to work against the clock, because you don't want your chalk to dry on your transfer. If it dries on your transfer, when you pull your transfer up, the chalk comes with it, because the chalk sits on the transfer. So you want to be very careful and conscious of time as you are squeegeeing. Now, what I'm doing right now is I'm merely covering the silk screen areas. All these lines you're going to see. So then what I need to do is I need to go over the lines and get rid of them, because you're going to see them. So then I'm going to go back to the big boy and get rid of my lines. Okay? And then I take all my excess that's on my squeegee and I just put it right back in my container. Dots like fawn. Okay, so I am going to pull my transfer, because I can see that I'm drying and I don't want to dry. This is too big of a transfer. So I'll show you what I mean by pull my transfer, because then you'll get an opportunity to see me clean it. This is a big one to clean though without being at the sink, so we're going to try to not do that, or to clean it with you guys here. Okay. So now what I've done is I've just gone over, and as you can see, I've only done the dots. The rest of the leaf I'm going to do in white. So when I say I'm going to pull my transfer, I'm going to pull it up, and I'm just going to gently lay it back down. That prevents the chalk from staying in the silk screen. Yeah, this is too bright. The white was a bad choice. I think we're going to have to go with, well, we'll see what we think when we pull it up. But I don't think white was our good. It's too stark, but maybe it won't be as stark when we, against the wood. We'll see here in a minute. And I never pulled my bottom, so I'm going to pull my bottom. Maybe it's not too bad. Okay. So I just pull it up. Now technically I should have dried it too before I laid it back down. But when you deal with these big ones, it doesn't take much for them to dry. And maybe the white's not so bad. We'll see what you guys think when we pull it up. If we don't like the white, it's really a simple fix. What I do then is I wash off the transfer and I lay it back down, and we just go over it with a different color. And it just covers it right up. Okay, so let's see what you guys think. So I take my transfer, and I'm trying to be very careful to not have it touch itself, because if it touches itself, then it sticks together, and I just place it in my water bath. These ones are trickier because They're bigger than my water bath. So here, I'll show you what I do. I just stick them right in my water. Once it's wet, it's not sticky anymore. So I can kind of scrunch it in there because it's not sticky. So I'm going to let it sit there for a minute. I'm going to show you the project and see what you guys think of the white. It's not bad. It's not horrible. We'll see what you think. I think it probably, and I don't know if you guys can see the color variation, probably should have gone the opposite way. Done the leaves in fawn and the dots in white. I think you can see the color variation. The white is just really stark. Now the other choice would be fresh linen, because that's more of a gray white. It's not so bright of a white. It's really not bad though. And the lines were not an issue like I thought they were going to be. So it's not bad with the white. I'm making this sign for an auction. So that's why I want it to be kind of neutral, because it could go in anybody's kitchen then. It's for a church auction. So that's why I wanted to be neutral. So the only question would be, should I change the leaves to fresh linen or go over them and do fawn? I don't mind the white. The white's not horrible. But like it, love it. Oh, Tammy, I love this transfer too. Tammy, there are some beautiful faith-filled transfers in the new catalog. They're just gorgeous. Which I'm going to be making quite a few here now because we're doing a church auction. Debbie, I believe Christina is related to you somehow, and she feels she needs this sign in her kitchen. Oh, that's so funny. Okay. I don't know. I think we're going to leave it. It's not bad. It's really not bad. Daughters. Oh, she's your daughter, huh? Oh, that's cute, Debbie. Well, it's nice to know that our show has become a family affair. We've got everybody's families watching now, right? So this is our quick and easy little sign. So I've seen this sign done on some really pretty Lazy Susans, the, not breadboards, but, you know, breadboards, where they're the cutting boards. And then you can seal them, you know, that's real popular to hang it on the wall. Just a wood board. That Michael's Place has these really pretty white enamel boards right now. This would be cute on that. It'd even be cute on a pillow, because I think this is just a nice sentiment. If you're love the words, which I happen to love the words. So, all right. So this is a quick and easy transfer. That's all I got for you, ladies. This could, 15 minutes. Score for Maria. Look at this pretty sign we made in 15 minutes. So this beautiful transfer is available at www.chalkcouture.com/makingmaria. You can see all of the transfers there. You can pretty much see everything there I use, except when I use a board like this that is cleaning out my craft room board. But everything is right there. So if you ever have any questions about the products or how to get them, many of them I have here already. So if you're local, you know, you can just order them from me. Otherwise, I do place orders pretty regularly. So if you're local, it saves you on shipping if you order them from me. And otherwise, you can go, for those of you who are in, you know, much nicer places, not dealing with 50-mile-an-hour winds, you can go right on the website and order it, and they'll ship it right to your house. So this is our beautiful, beautiful sign. That's all I got. I'm working on another sign. I'll just give you a quick preview. So we have a new font. This one's not done yet. That is these really cool, it's called the handwritten font. And it's a lot like that kind of popular person right now who has her stuff all over. So I'm making a menu board. This is also for an auction. I make a lot of auction signs. Guess what time we've reached, ladies? We've reached that rambling point. So, last thing I'm going to say, is please share my video. Please, please, please. It helps me very, very much when you share my video, so I very much appreciate it. And the second to last thing I'm going to say is the Club Couture Snap transfer that we are no longer making. We did our fair run of Snap, but it's going to change on March 1st to a different transfer. So if you really like the Snap transfer, you need to enroll before March 1st in order to get that transfer. You don't have to buy that transfer. If you enroll before March 1st, you'll get the March transfer anyway. It's just an add-on if you want the Snap. But if you want the March one, which it's a mystery, oh my gosh, they are like speaking to my heart. I'm not going to know what that is. I'm going to be waiting and waiting by my mailbox. Curious to know what's coming in the mail, right? So that you're going to get this beautiful envelope in the mail and not know what's inside for the monthly subscription service. So it just comes once a month like magic to your door. It's $19.99. It'll have the transfer and 3 paste colors in it. So it gives you an opportunity to feel and touch these products and have some fun with them yourself. Ooh, Montina, you can't hear me? Turn your volume up, sweetie. I could talk louder, but I don't think you'll hear me in California. Oh, I'm really rambling now. All right, ladies, thank you so, so, so much for watching me. I very much appreciate all of you, and you're taking your time out for my craziness. Hit that share button, please, and let me know if you have any questions about the products. Thank you so much, and have a lovely, lovely evening. See ya. Bye.